All right. So do you have any
Present.
questions before start?
There's a button. Yeah, I can just start. Click the press button.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
this is my project. It's called Robo Strategy. Essentially, it's just a scoring path optimizer. So it calculates the path that allows the robot to score as many points as it can in the FTC challenge, and you can select pretty much what season it is, and it will try to calculate the path that scores the most points.
Okay, cool.
And here the table of contents. So do you have any questions so far?
We just started, Alex. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
um, all right. So as I already said, the app is to create the optimized path, right? Especially for autonomous, because I feel like there's no reason to really spend that much time on the autonomous part because it's really tedious. There's a lot of troubleshooting and stuff because you can't actually control the robot. You have to let it do its thing. So it's probably the most annoying part of the
Mhm.
entire challenge, right? So that's
What
all
does
we
FTC
focused on.
stand for?
Sorry.
What does FTC stand for here?
I think it's first tech challenge for robotics.
Hmm. Okay, so what
Yeah,
does that
it's
mean
a high
exactly?
school program. So every year they have kind of like a program. It's pretty much they have like a manual to score points. Like it's a specific challenge. It's called First
Hmm.
Tech Challenge, right? So every year there's
Okay.
like a different challenge for you to try
All
to
right.
complete.
So
Yeah.
okay. Keep going.
All right. So yeah, this is the PPO model. I think it uses that to actually make the path. Like it goes
What does
through the
PPO
proximal path,
stand for?
proximal. I'm not sure. Proximal policy optimization. I think.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we're looking at the proximal, right? It's looking at
Yeah.
we're looking at your current policy. It's finding nearby policies and trying to like update it so that the actions will be better, right?
Yeah. Wait. I'm
Again,
pretty sure
it's
it's
just
actor
yeah.
critic.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
And yeah, this is the problem statement, as I already explained before. It's really time wasting. I think they could use it to work on other tasks, such as the teleop, which is where they actually control the robot. Um,
Hmm. Okay.
so here's some real world insights. They're mostly just about troubleshooting, and especially you know I'm pretty sure there hasn't been similar like FTC simulator like out there yet that a lot of people widely use. So I guess this is like kind of like a first. So instead of relying on actually being there in order to make changes to the software based on the robot like actually being there, people can actually collaborate on the app, which makes things a lot more efficient, right? And the rest of the stats are just troubleshooting and how annoying it is to
Hmm.
develop these autonomous paths. Right.
Definitely. But yeah, I feel like reinforcement learning is a bit more annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So this is
Interesting. I use code open for this. Huh?
yeah. So I made this kind of dynamic. I know it's supposed to be just a screenshot, but this is just a landing page. It doesn't connect to anything yet. This is just landing page for
Okay.
now.
Cool.
And
What do you use for the simulation?
sorry.
It says 3D simulator over there, right? So what do you use for that?
I think Plotly.
Plotly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, wait. Is your whole app in your presentation right now? Like, do you have it open up? Can you open up your app now in your separate tab?
Yeah. I only have the demonstration video from. Okay, yeah, I can open it right here now on render.
Oh yeah, sure. Cool.
I think it's like all the requests are faster if I just run it from VS Code. I'm not sure why, but
Oh yeah, because it's
yeah,
you do again render is over the internet, right? So just
yeah.
connect with that sort of stuff.
Like, it also runs properly on render. I'm not gonna wait for it to load, but
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
also
fine.
works for here. Let's just see has the project code here.
Cool.
Right, the back
Okay.
end, the front end, the landing page.
Okay,
Uh,
cool. Let's launch the app, man. Come on. Anyway, yeah, there you go.
all right. So
Oh,
yeah, I think
interesting.
it's kind of
Okay.
defaults like this. But, right. So basically, it's just a basic path optimizer. Because for now, I'm still a beginner, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it generates the best path to collect all the pollen and to avoid the obstacles and then get to the endpoint. Like, I've added kind of like a safety feature, so however you randomize the obstacles, there's still a possible path. So however you randomize it, there's always a path. Like if I randomize it like this, and then if there's no possible path without a collision, it just doesn't let me play and gives you this error message.
Interesting. Okay. You say okay. Um, all right. Pause 1 second. So you need to collect the pollens. You need to pollen. You need to avoid the obstacles, right? The
Yeah.
optimize, like when you press the optimize button, what exactly is happening in the code?
Um, I'm pretty sure. Let me look at the code. I'm pretty sure it gives rewards for all the paths that collect all the pollen, and whenever there's a collision, it punishes that path in some way, and so it chooses the best path with the best score in the end. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting. Okay. So is that like a okay? Cool. All right. I wanted to okay. Randomize it a bit. I want to see it play actually.
The
I think this,
randomize.
yeah. Until let's need a path that works, right? You said
Yeah.
that like one of the paths won't work, right?
Sorry.
Interesting. No, you said if the path doesn't work, it automatically tells us that, right? The
Yeah.
error message tells us
Yeah.
that.
Like this.
This okay. Yeah, just you click the play button on something that like where it does work, right? On a path that does work.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might take a little while. Does this work? Yeah.
Yeah. It also syncs with the
Interesting.
3D simulator,
Oh, okay, that's tell me about the 3D simulator. Oh, that's cool.
and yeah, it's got different views as well.
Okay, you made your own simulator software using Plotly, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Interesting. Have you heard of like VBots actually?
Yeah. Yeah. I think my mentor talked to me about it. I was thinking of
Yeah.
linking it to here, but it's a lot more complicated, I'm pretty sure. And you have to
Yeah,
actually
it is a
download.
lot more complicated, but that's what like people in the industry use, right? So like,
Yeah.
especially if you want to keep going with this sort of stuff, like especially a few more difficult problems as well, right? Because I feel like your mentor simplified it quite a bit over here as well, right? Because again,
Yeah.
all the AI model is doing is finding the optimal path. That is what it's doing, right?
Yeah.
However, like with these proper robots and stuff, right? What ends up happening is all they have like a little camera, right? They have a point of view, right? And you're only using the camera and maybe some like a GPS sensor to know their location.
Yeah.
They have to navigate a bunch of obstacles, right? So that's like the real difficult problems with like stuff like reinforcement learning and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because like that's where the policy really matters, right? Because like you're almost teaching them to walk like a human being, right? Honestly, really cool project so far. What would you want to do in the future for this? Like, how would you want to improve this?
I think honestly, for one of the features I was gonna add, was actually to allow like the user to export code that actually allows the robot to do
Hmm.
this stuff. Right. I didn't actually have time to fix that in the end. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but all of these, they're really just for display for now. It's completely randomized. I'm not sure how to actually make this
Hmm.
link to, you know, see how successful the path is and then give feedback on that. I wasn't able to make that work. So I might look into that in
That's
the future.
interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay. One last question before I before I leave off. In your own words, can you explain what reinforcement learning is? Like, I
Uh,
have no idea what reinforcement learning is. Explain it to me. Right.
so reinforcement learning is essentially if you have, say, a request that goes through like an AI system, and then based on the feedback or the results that it gets, it feeds it back to the start. So then it becomes more accurate. It gets a more accurate starting point, and yeah, it just goes through that cycle for a few times to make it more accurate. I think.
Hmm. Interesting. Look, the way I would explain it, right? Again, reinforcement learning, whenever people ask you to explain what it is, it's very simple, right? It's kind of just like how we as humans learn, right? It's basically like reward and punishment. That's all it is, right? Like basically people do stuff, right? They try something out. Then they get either rewarded for it or they get punished for it, right? If they get
Yeah,
punished, they don't do that stuff again. They try something new. But if they get rewarded, they might continue on with it, right? Right? That's fundamentally all reinforcement learning is. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right? It's all about just like exploring stuff and like if it's good, then keep doing it. If it's not good, then stop doing it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of what your optimization path is also doing, right? So it tries out a path, sees that wait, this is good or bad, and then like compares it to like the previous path, right? And then using that, if it's improving, then great. If it's not improving, then it doesn't like it stops trying out that path, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the policy that it's trying to optimize, right?
Oh,
Cool. All right. Really good job, Alex. I really like the multiple types of simulations, Plotly. Made your own simulator as well, right?
well, yeah, also have,
Like maybe in the future, like you can also try out VBots as well, right? There's tons of tutorials online for that as well. So I think that'll be like really interesting for you. But again, you said you're not interested in robotics as much. You said you're uh, interested in something else, right?
yeah, software, but I guess
Software. Okay.
FTC Robotics is pretty nice field to explore as well.